See, and everyone's a man apart from me. You had to go at that, but then you're telling Ollie to say he's Australian.
I didn't tell you not to say you're a woman.
It's out there now, anyway.
So yeah, that is how the podcast will begin.
Oh, phenomenal.
Welcome to the GLHF podcast.
Hello and welcome to Game and Fortune, the show where the game is utter nonsense and the prize for our winner is exposure. It's the thinking person's mastermind. I did not write that, for the record. In this game, players can compete against one another to prove their video game knowledge, risking their lives and reputations in the process. Come with us as we dunk ourselves into the toilets of discourse. I am your host, the reviled Dave Breens, and I'm here with the one and only Kirk McKeon, also known as Ooh, My Back, Chiropracterminator, and Spiny Boy. Chiropracterminator.
I got a bad back.
That's you. All right.
You really shoehorned that in.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. Tortured.
Mm-hmm.
Chiropractinator. That's
Chiropracterminator.
I think chiropractinator's better.
It does sound like it rolls off the tongue there.
It does.
You know what I mean?
Chiropractinator. Yeah,
I'm
it
not,
does.
I'm not, I'm not standing for this. I'm not standing
George's the writer, so I mean,
Yeah, I'm the only writer here.
George, could you fill us in? What do you think? I can't even say it anymore.
Can't even say it.
I think we got to chuck it in the bin because I think it's terrible. I think you got to scrap it and come up with a different pun. That's
There you go.
expert written opinion.
Consider it scrap, but it's still going in.
That's why we all need edits. George, how was your week?
Yes, very good, I suppose. I've been playing some video games. That's my job.
Yeah.
Have you played our game? Tales of Kenzera?
No, I didn't get that. I haven't had it. So we'll wait until the person who has played it gets their chance to speak, I guess.
Guess I'll leave then.
Yeah. Usually I introduce everyone, but George is already speaking anyway, so I was like, yeah, George, might as well just introduce yourself at this point. But we're also here with Ollie. How you doing?
Hi, I'm doing well. I'm Australian.
You know what? I get that about you. I get that.
You have played the game, right, Ollie?
I have, yeah. I'm
amazing. What'd you think?
4 hours into it now. I'm really, really enjoying it. Super fun.
Okay, that's great. Oh boy, can you imagine? Like, I think it's terrible.
You say that. I have said that to our guests on the show before.
Yeah.
when we were with Ben Starr, I was like, no,
you were
hated
kind
Final
about
Fantasy
it.
16.
Oh, brilliant! That's how I see. You know, to be honest, I would also tell Ben that I hated Final Fantasy 16, but to be honest, I actually quite enjoyed it. But to Ben, I hate it. Anyway, that's another story.
You just tell him that. Okay, fantastic. I mean, at this point, we might as well introduce our very special guest, an actor and game developer who you might know as Father from Raised by Wolves or Bayek in Assassin's Creed. It's Abubakar Salim. How are you doing?
Hello. I'm very well, thank you. This has got to be the most chilled but strangest way of kind of getting into a podcast. I love it already. This is my vibe. So thank you.
Unfortunately, we do not have a filter, but that leads to the vibe we have, you know?
It's great.
Mm-hmm. We love you already as well, Abu.
Oh, thank you.
It's because you're a man.
Thanks. I ain't saying anything to that, bro. That's no, man. No, man. Don't do this. I've just started my games career, bro. Don't destroy it now, please.
Okay. I'll try. You just wrapped up filming on House of the Dragon season 2, right?
Yeah.
How was that process?
It was great. It was really it was pretty epic and insane. I think, the thing is, it's like, I think a lot of people on the set were worried that, they've got to rise up to, Game of Thrones, right? Mm-hmm. And, House of the Dragon season 1 did really well and it was received really, really well. And it's just kind of keeping that momentum going. So yeah, it was incredible. The funniest thing though is that I was expecting to like film, all over the shop, be it like, Spain or even Ireland. I was in Watford the whole time. It was honestly one of the weirdest, but I mean, it was quite fulfilling. It was great to be home, but I mean, Watford. I mean, it's not to say, Watford's weird. All right.
Abu slams Watford.
There we go. Great. Here we go. There we go.
Podcast title.
Now, Watford's is all right. But it was really funny because, again, I'm supposed to be like, on these massive castles and, looking out to the wide sea. Instead, I'm literally looking out to Watford. So it's like, all right, cool. Here we go.
Which cast members did you get on with the best?
Oh, the best. Oh, man.
I'm not going to ask you. Hey.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the thing. I don't think I got on with any of them. No, they were all cool, man. Like, it's funny though. Again, it is such a huge cast that you only really see each other either at if we organize an event to meet up, or if you're on a scene with them, and really, truly, I mean, they're all cool, man. I mean, I had a lot of good scenes with Clinton, who essentially plays my my brother. And he's lovely, man. He's such a lovely, cool guy. So yeah, it was great. We were both in the same boat of like coming in, a season later when everyone else is really established. So we both had that journey together with it, which was really cool.
And you were both in Watford.
Both in Watford, and yeah, which was it was an experience, all right.
One thing that makes me as sad as being in Watford is the fact that Raised by Wolves was cancelled.
Oh my god, I know, man. I know. I blame Watford for that. No, yeah, that was a thing. It's funny though. There's this conspiracy because both me and Amanda are in House of the Dragon, so people think that essentially they cancelled Raised by Wolves to get us into House of the Dragon, which is, in my eyes, quite hilarious as a whole,
and also true,
and probably true. Yes, probably true.
It was a great series, though, and you were obviously one of the main parts in it as father, weren't you? It's just weird and kind of different to everything else on telly, so
yeah,
bit of a shame to see it go.
Oh no, thank you, man. Thank you. I mean, the outfit was this. I don't miss the silver suit in the slightest.
It's quite tight.
It was really revealing. And now I feel every time I post a photo of myself, people are like, "But where's your silver suit?" The weird offers and brand deals that I got from wearing that silver suit, I will take with me to my grave. So let's just leave it at that, shall we?
I don't want to leave it at that.
No, I think we should. Again, as I said, I've just started my games career and I've just been cast in House of the Dragon, so I'd rather keep those jobs.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Obviously, a lot of our audience probably knows you from film and TV. And maybe as Bayek from Assassin's Creed as well, which was also great. But you've just started your career in game development, as you say. What made you want to take the leap?
Yeah, no, I'd say really, truly, it's funny. I've always say this, if I knew that I could have a career in games from the get-go, I probably would have actually, I would have actually just been a game developer. So it's one of those ones where really the inspiration came from this sense of wanting to kind of just tell cool stories across the board, Again, it's weird because I feel like the sort of the journey into games really started with Assassin's Creed Origins, and actually realizing that there's actual people behind these things that make these games. But at the time, I've been playing games all my life. I never really knew that. It wasn't really a thing that I kind of had an idea of. But yeah, it's been something that I've really I'm still learning a hell of a lot about, because when I started the studio and wanted to make this game, I had no knowledge of what it would entail and what it would need. So yeah, now I'm here. I could almost say I still have no idea what it means to make a game and the process of what it takes,
Yeah, I guess you got a glimpse of the process being on the actor side in Assassin's Creed and stuff like that. But was there anything that hit you like a truck and you thought, oh, this is way harder than I was expecting it to be?
Oh man, the whole process, dude. I think the thing is, it's we're the studio. We started from scratch, right? So I had to build this studio from scratch, but at the same time find the people as well in the middle of a pandemic. So it's not about meeting people face to face. It's literally, sliding into people's DMs and being like, hey, do you want to work with me? And I'd say like really truly the business structure element was quite difficult and tough, but other than that, like the creative process was really, that was a lot of fun, because again, it's, you know, we're all just coming in with cool ideas and thoughts and feelings and sharing. And, you know, I was very much of the mentality of like, okay, if we're going to do this, we've got to do this in a way that is incredibly open and allows us to explore and experiment, because at the end of the day, we all want the same thing. We want to make a really cool, fun experience, but at the same time, it's heartfelt. So let's work together on that, you know, rather than necessarily fight for who's got the best idea and what should be the idea that should go forward. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the way we're going for.
Lastly, what did you want to say with Zao, your debut game?
I mean, bro, it's one of those ones where it's funny, it evolves, because I think like when I started this process, truly it was one of those ones where, again, saying like, hey, you know, you're not alone. The journey of grief, even though it's isolating, it isn't as isolating as, you know, we all go through it. We all kind of experience it. But as I've kind of gone through it, you know, it's really truly one of those ones where it's just saying like, look, it's okay to not be okay.
Yeah.
I think like, you know, one of the biggest lessons that I had when I was, you know, going through, you know, my own journey of grief was essentially I tried to almost like man up as soon as possible. I tried to be like, all right, cool, this is it. You know, this is what I'm experiencing. All right, it's fine. It's what it is. You know, people die, move on. And I didn't actually really get the chance to sit down and actually reflect on what I was feeling.
Yeah.
And I think that's really what you know, and it's 10 years, man. So like, you know, for the first 3 years, I'd say it was like this weird blur. It was almost like, you know, kind of just a shock. Very isolating, very sort of feeling like I was, you know, that it was only me. But at the same time, I was thinking, you know what? You've just got to keep calm and carry on. And then it was, you know, just, I think it was like, you know, within sort of 5 years afterwards, it was when I started to actually really say like, listen, I've got to really kind of think about this and reflect on this, because otherwise it's gonna, you know, the harboring that kind of feeling was a lot. So yeah, I think really truly with this game, like I just want to tell people like it's okay to not be okay, you know, like it's all right to feel, you know, horrible one day and you know, decide to eat that tub of ice cream. You know what I mean? There ain't no problem with that. Or, you know, sometimes you might even feel a sense of relief, and that's fine. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing wrong with that. Your feelings are your feelings, and the journey that you go through is so unique to you, but at the same time, we're all going to go through it. So I think, yeah, that's ultimately the big one that I kind of wanted to, the big message that I'm hoping to put across, that it's okay to not be okay, you know?
Yeah. Did the act of making the game help you process that in a way as well?
Yeah, I think it did. I think it helped. Again, like it you know, I'm a big believer that as well. Like grief isn't something that you kind of get over and then you heal and then you move on.
Yeah.
It's something that will stay with you for the rest of your life. And because of the fact that it stays with you, it's one of those ones where you have to learn to be comfortable with it. Because if you're, you know, and there's a power in that. I think the one thing that the game did do was it really made me feel like there is a power in my vulnerability. There's a power in my openness. You know, I can, the grief and the journey that I've gone through, although be it sad and be it upsetting, because now I'm able to sort of accept that it is there and accept the times that where I'm not feeling great. There is a real cool power in that, in the sense that I'm now almost okay, put it this way. The thing that I tell my team is like, you know, at the end of the day, this game, when it comes out, as long as you are proud of it and you feel, you know, great about it, that's all that matters. Because that is truly, you know, that's life for you, you know, in the sense of like, as long as you are proud of the piece that you have put there and the passion that you've put into that, that's really all that matters, man. And you'll be okay with it. And I think like that's something that I've learned from this game. It's like ultimately, yes, it is for people to enjoy and to play and to you know to love, but at the same time, it's also a way of realizing that, hey, there's a power in your vulnerability, and there's a power in the stuff that you do. So yeah, I'd say it helped me look at my grief in a more empowering light than necessarily just as a little bit of baggage that is there, you know.
Yeah.
It's made me almost embrace the scar rather than necessarily try to hide it.
Yeah, like pushing it down. It's a bit like the sewage companies in the UK pushing everything out into the sea, isn't it? You know,
basically, you know, my grief is like sewage.
That's exactly what I was saying.
That's, you know, that is actually truly what the whole process has made me realize. My grief is sewage.
It's got to come out somewhere, is what I'm trying to say. You know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. And basically, that's it. Yeah, it has got to come out somewhere. And
it's better that it comes out in art than
exactly
like anger or whatever.
Exactly, as an expression, because I think this is the thing. I think a lot of the time when people talk to one another, and there was something that a friend told me, like it was very deep, and I don't know where it came from, and every now and then I do reflect upon it, but then at the same time I'm like, I can't think too deep in it. But he said this thing of like, have you noticed that when most people like have arguments or, you know, kind of heated conversations, they're just talking to themselves?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, well, yeah, if you're arguing with someone, you essentially are just talking to yourself. If you were to take the other person's, you know, line out or whatever they were saying out, you would still make sense in the argument that you're saying, because it literally is, you are just arguing with yourself. And I was like, wow, that's really deep. And it made me think like, yeah, it's almost like an expulsion or an expression of whatever's inside you coming out, and you have no control over. And I think like that's essentially what I was feeling with my journey of grief. It's like I had to express this thing. I had to share it in some way, shape or form. And the best way I could do it is through an art form, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for that deep explanation of your process. But now we're going to ask you some questions about video games.
Oh, Jesus. So wait, hold on. Let me get this right. Am I the only one? You're all playing, right? So
yeah.
George,
okay, so
George
I don't have to embarrass myself.
No. George and Ollie will be playing. So you're facing off against them too.
Oh, phenomenal. Great.
And they're both really bad at it, so don't worry.
Or at least I can beat one of you guys.
Yeah.
That's great. That's all right.
All right.
Oh, I know who it is, Ollie, by the
It's
way.
it's also very in your favour because Kirk tries to make it questions.
I rig it, completely rig it.
Great. All right. Brilliant.
All right, Dave, take us away.
Yeah, the benefit of not having reputations ourselves means there's nothing to lose. Well, not for us, anyway.
Wow, man, you guys are really selling this podcast to me.
Good old time.
The last episode was called "Losing All Our Credibility."
Wow.
Already sunk to the bottom. So.
To be honest, I think I've lost all credibility anyway with all my loved ones. But anyway, that's another story. Come on, let's go.
Was it the suit?
It was the suit. It was the suit, man. Anything now I wear, by the way, any costume, anything, it's like a dream come true. I'm not even kidding. That suit, man, scarring.
This week, we'll kick things off with 2 truths and a lie. Our special guest will tell us 2 truths and a lie, and the other 2 contestants have 1 guess between them to figure out the lie. The contestants get 1 point each if they win, but Abu will get 3 points if he wins.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, it's rigged.
Rigged.
God.
All right, Abu, do you want to speak your truths, all 3 of them? Just one after the other, go for it.
Yeah, so it's 2 truths and a lie, right?
Yeah, but
you don't know.
Pretend they're 3 truths, yeah?
Absolutely. Okay. I had size 13 feet since I was 9. I have always loved gherkins. And my favorite color is pink.
This is a good one. This is a good one.
Yeah, it's like straight up.
Let's go.
At the risk of, feet pics. Maybe a shoe or something? Can we see a shoe?
No, that's cheating, George.
That's
You can't have
cheating, man.
visual confirmation of
Hold
his
up.
foot
I wasn't
size.
even going to raise my foot in the camera. I don't really... Okay, no. You have to guess. You have to guess.
George, to
No,
be fair,
that
he said since a certain age.
Yeah,
His current
since an
shoe
age.
size
I want to
doesn't-
see today's size.
Calm yourself, George.
I feel like if I were to be a stickler for the rules, I'd say that that's not a question, but
It's not
Can
really.
I
is
see
it?
your shoe is the question.
it's a request.
What if he says no?
The thing is,
That's
though,
the answer.
it's
Fine.
It's a camera. You can't if I hold the shoe here, it's gonna obviously look bigger than if I hold it back here.
That's
right?
true.
To be fair, George, it's an audio podcast. I think we
George,
need to...
I am refusing your question. Please choose another
I
one.
could describe the shoe if that sweetens the deal. Okay, fine. Why are you into gherkins?
Why am I into gherkins?
That's a good
Yeah.
question.
Because they're tasty and
Because
burgers.
they're tasty. They're great. It's like it enhances the burger's flavor. Like genuinely. And
So
especially
only
in
burgers.
Well, I mean, like you can also have it with fish and chips and whatnot as a side, but like there's something about a gherkin that is better than a cucumber. It's just like it's just
It's
incredible.
called
It's
salt.
just lovely. It's called salt. But yeah, I don't know. The gherkins are just incredible. So, yeah.
You eat you take that straight out of the fridge. I was going to
No,
say
I
do
don't-
you raw
I
dog them,
can't-
but then I thought
I
I
mean,
said it now.
That's
You raw
wow.
dog them.
Really, honestly. No, I would say it always has to accompany something. I can eat it. I can eat it just by itself, which is totally fine. But ultimately, it's enhanced when eaten with something else.
Hmm.
Good logic, IMO. Ollie, what have you got?
How tall were you when you were 9 and
Mm.
had size 13 feet?
Oh man,
It's a
I
good
think I
one.
was like, I can't remember the height exactly, but I was bigger than pretty much most of the kids in my school.
Okay, so right. I was a teacher for a very long time. I mentioned it a few times. And I will say that sometimes like 12-year-old boys can just be 6-foot men. But I still think 9, because it suggests puberty. I think 9 is too young.
Mm.
I think, I think it's pushing the line. I think that one's got to be the lie for me.
Okay.
I'm in agreement. I think the shoe thing is the lie.
We're saying the shoe is the lie.
Hmm.
Okay.
I hate gherkins.
Oh, no! How? How is your foot that big?
Honestly, I've just got massive feet. It's like when you see a baby photo of me, it's like Tarzan. You know the Tarzan TV show, like the sort of the animated film. You know, he comes out with big hands and big feet. That was they based it off me, basically.
You look like a Kingdom Hearts character.
Basically, that's
What
the
have you got
only
against
connecting factor I have
gherkins?
with Sora. Essentially,
But what is
the
it?
shoe
You-
size.
You hit puberty in primary school, or
We're
is
not
it
asking
that
him
you
out
grew-
when he hit puberty. Come on.
or did you grow into your feet? That's my
I
question.
think I grew into my feet. I think.
Okay.
But like, yeah, I've always had massive feet.
Now can we see the feet? No, I'm joking.
I can't believe
I
this.
don't want
I
to see
can't
the
believe
feet.
this.
So wait, why do you hate gherkins? What's wrong with gherkins?
Man,
know, I was
they
agreeing
are
with him.
Dirty. They are weird things,
come
man.
on.
They are like weird. Yeah, I don't like them.
No, all the reasons you said you like pickles are the correct answers.
Well,
They enhance everything. They're great.
Not
well,
everything.
Pickle.
Not everything. Just a burger.
Wait, George, do you raw dog them?
No, but I really like salty things generally.
I
So
respect
Oh
like,
my
that.
god,
my
let's move on.
my favourite crisp is already salted. Things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your minds out of the gutter.
This week's theme is Metroidvania games. Games Abu has been in, and games I've just read that Abu likes. Thanks for that, Kirk. What? Next up, we got Buzzword, our quickfire quiz. In this round, the judge reads out questions and the contestants have to buzz in to answer them. Correct answers get 1 point, and the contestants can buzz in if the person before them gets a question wrong. Unfortunately, the judge spent the budget we had
Oh
aside for
no.
buzzers.
No, I didn't change it. I spent it on Loads of ice cream this week.
He spent it on fucking not doing the fucking script. I
I
can't
did.
believe
I did. Loads of ice cream.
And how does that go with the deaf room?
I eat it in the deaf room.
I don't even
Cries,
know.
sits in the death room, cries,
Crying,
and drowns
eating
in
ice
the
cream.
sorrows.
Haagen-Dazs, by the way.
Sorry, Abu,
Haagen-Dazs
this
is
is
good.
you need
So you got
inside
about
knowledge
2
to
tubs
get.
then.
Yeah, that's on my wages now.
All right, okay. Because we don't have buzzers because of Kirk's ice cream expenditure, we need to use a word for our buzzers. We're going to go around, see what words people have come up with. George, I know that you are prepared. You always are.
Oh yeah. So Symphony of the Night was rated our second best game of all time, if anyone remembers that
No.
argument we had a while ago. Yeah, and the famous line is, "What is a man? A miserable pile of secrets." So I thought I'd just pick secrets.
I was going to say, it seems a bit long for a buzzer, but I'm glad
Yeah,
you
not
want-
going to have the old
Trying to-
thing, but I
Yeah,
thought I'd
whole sentence.
explain it. I thought I'd explain it.
Thank you.
I respect it. I respect it. Ollie, come on. You got it.
Well, Abu mentioned Kingdom Hearts before, and we spoke previously about Kingdom Hearts when I spoke to Abu last week. So I'm going to say Sora is going to be my buzzer.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice. Simple.
Abu's buzzer is feet. No, it's not. Go on.
Can't I just say buzz?
You can.
I mean, you can. We'll judge you for
acceptable.
being really boring, but
Oh, all right, fine. What if I say buzz in interesting ways?
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's good.
do it in different voices each time.
Exactly.
Yes.
Then I won't
I'm
know
down.
who it is. I'll be like, who's that? Who's that?
There you go.
There's the first question. World of Warcraft's Robin the Entertainer NPC was a tribute to which late comedy actor?
Secrets.
Sora.
Ah!
Ski Carrots? That's not your buzzer. Yes, George?
Robin Williams.
It was. How do you know
That
that?
was
You don't play WoW.
Educated guess.
That's a
Robin
very-
the Entertainer. Yeah.
Good, I like it. Okay. Big Folk 3 was the working title for which JRPG? Big Folk. Think of a JRPG that's got a third entry and Big Folk in it.
Secrets.
No, it's not Secrets. No, go on.
Was it RPG or JRPG?
JRPG.
Oh, I retract my buzz.
You can't do
I was gonna say God of War because the gods are quite big, but yeah, you can buzz me out. That's
To be
fine.
fair, can I get a source on this one?
Yeah, Google.
I don't.
Brilliant.
Big
Top.
Folk 3
Mm-hmm.
JRPG.
Who's Googling? Stop that.
It's me.
It's Dave.
Who you talking to? Big Folk 3.
Oh my god, it actually might have been.
Yeah. Eat that.
Ah, screw it. Buzz.
Fucking hell.
Chrono Trigger 3?
I like
Is that a
the
thing?
guess.
No,
No.
wait, no. Xenoblade 3.
I'm going to give him it.
Yeah,
Mm.
Xenoblade 3.
Yeah.
What? How
I'm going
did
to give
you?
him it.
How?
I've
Well-
not played Xenoblade, to be fair.
I think I was in it.
You were. That's why there's a question about it.
That's what, I
That
think I
makes
was in
sense.
it.
It's the theme of the
Brilliant.
show.
Yeah.
The theme was so broad, I forgot.
Exactly. You got to keep you on your toes,
Yeah.
especially when you got big feet. In Kingdom Hearts, what do these locations all have in common? Destiny Islands, Traverse Town, Hollow Bastion, and End of the World.
Sora.
Secrets?
Oh,
I don't know who that was.
I
Dave.
would
You
have
can
said
give it.
Ollie.
Ollie's gonna get it right, so just give it Ollie.
Ollie?
They're all original non-Disney worlds.
Correct.
such a good, good game.
In Assassin's Creed Origins, what does the main character's name, Bayek, mean?
Buzz.
Boo?
Wait, no, hold on. Buzz.
Arnie.
There you go. Eagle.
I'm afraid not.
Well, that's embarrassing. I should leave I should just go out of it, shouldn't I? My bad.
Secrets.
George?
And assume Mabu is close. I'm going to say Condor.
No.
Oh.
Go on, Ollie.
Sora.
They've whittled it down. They've whittled it down. Like, they're close.
Well, what if fucking Falcon? Why not?
You didn't buzz, so I'm afraid that's wrong.
I
Even
did.
though-
I said Sora. Dave, play back the tape. I said it.
Yeah, that's right. I'll give it. Okay.
I'm sweating.
You were closer, Boo. It's Falcon/Vulture.
Oh, God damn it.
In Ori and the Will of the Wisps, what's Ori's big furry friend called?
Oh, a big furry friend. Buzz. Listen, I've committed to this. I have to stick to it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Grubo.
Grubo. That's like my kiddie asked me to make up names for characters, and I always say Gronk, and that's like a step away from that. But no, it's not Grubo.
Oh man,
I'm afraid.
Grubo sounds
You
like one of
made
those
them too
made up
hard
Star
again.
Wars memes.
I didn't make it too hard.
Shitto.
Like you've got most of these. You've got one.
To be
wrong.
fair, I've not played Ori. It's his ma though, isn't it? It's his ma. The fluffy
oh
one.
right,
Is it?
that's
Or are we on about something else now?
the big furry thing. That's
Oh, the
furry
flying
and-
one.
No, the big stumpy furry dude.
Oh. I don't know, but
No one knows. No,
No.
no.
it's Naru.
Naru. Damn it.
See, you knew. Right, last question. Which was the only 2D Metroid game to feature the grapple beam?
Buzz.
That was just your voice.
It was like aggressive. I feel like it was good intonation.
That's better. That's better. Go on.
Metroid Prime.
Secrets.
No,
It was
That-
the only 2D Metroid.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I got to
Oh.
specify that.
George,
Dread, I assume.
you assume wrong. Ollie,
Sora. I mean, it's got to be Super Metroid, right? That's
Yep.
the grapple beam in it.
Oh,
That's the one.
man, That's the one.
I
Okay.
didn't know that.
at the end of that round, the scores are George has 1 point, Ollie has 3, and Abu's in the lead with 4 points
Oh wow.
because it's
Damn.
rigged.
That's
Yeah.
great. Like that. I don't know whether to feel good about that or like, you know. Oh, I have a question. Did Ben win last time?
Yeah, he did win his
Did
one.
he?
How many
Yeah.
points? Do you remember?
Oh.
That's too much to ask.
Yeah,
You have to
that's-
watch the episode.
Was he
Yeah.
good?
He was good. He was very entertaining.
He
as
was
well.
very charming.
Brilliant.
Yes.
And he's handsome, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
Abu-
so
Abu's
handsome.
handsome as well, but
All right.
like,
You've just
you know,
spoken about my feet for half of the bloody so just all right. Jesus.
We've had so many podcasts that we just skip the foreplay now. And next up is a round of That Motherfucker Back There Is Not Real. The judge will give you a series of character names from various games, and you have to figure out which one is made up. Kirk.
Yep, you'll get 3 points if you buzz in and get it straight away, but points are deducted each time someone rules one out. You got buzz in like usual. Here are some motherfuckers who are not real. The first game is Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Here are some names: Ku, Gumo, Ringo, and Ofa.
Secrets.
George?
Assume it's Gumo after you had a go at Abu.
No, Gumo's real.
Biz!
That was the best one yet. Go on.
Ringo.
Ringo's correct.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, we've got Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Death, Cerberus, Boatman, and Succubus.
Buzz.
Secrets.
Abu
Succubus.
is real.
Boatman.
what?
Boatman is not real.
Oh.
Yeah, I knew that one.
It's,
Actually knew one. A game I have played. I've played so many Metroidvanias, and you're not talking about any of them. And
That's a
George is out.
Metroidvania right
yeah,
there.
it is. Here we got one. We got one now.
George,
But
Fucking
like,
Super Metroid's a Metroidvania.
Super Metroid's a Metroidvania.
Yeah,
Ori and the Will of the
Yeah.
Wisps is a Metroidvania. Say
George,
fucking
George
loud,
played.
pal.
the theme isn't games George has played.
I've played so many though. I've played so many.
The Castlevania one was the real one is Ferryman, and I changed it to Boatman.
Boatman.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
so smart.
Same,
Fucked
same,
you,
but different.
Fucked you up. Fucked you up. Right, let's go. The next one is Guacamole. These are the names: El Muerte, Rooster Ramirez, Cactuado, and Flameface.
Secrets.
George
Cactuado.
is real.
No way. I've
Oh,
played
yes.
that one. I do not remember that.
Abu
Flameface.
is also real.
Oh my god.
Ollie, it's on you.
Sora, I mean, I don't even remember what the first one.
El Muerte and Rooster Ramirez
Yeah, let's go El Muerte.
is not real.
Oh
Well
my
done,
God.
Ollie.
What is it? El Muerto?
No, there's no one called El Muerte or anything like that.
Really?
Yeah.
They all have
Okay.
like silly wrestling names.
I just thought one's called Cactuado, so I'm going to go El Muerte because that's
It's
Mexican.
like the dead, yeah. And it's about dead people.
Yeah, Cactuado's a bit eyebrow
Yeah,
raising,
don't
isn't it?
know. Don't agree with it, but
Anyway, let's carry on. World of Warcraft is the last one. We got Jared Shadowsong, Killian Anchorheart, Malfurion Stormrage, and Chandris Feathermoon.
They all sound real, man. The World of Warcraft series is weird, bro.
It is weird, yeah.
I mean, I love it, but it's just weird.
You've been in it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were one of these.
I
No,
was- no, I wasn't.
you weren't.
No, it wasn't. Don't do that.
secrets.
George,
Can have Feather Moon.
you can, but she's real.
Bezo.
Oh, nice.
Thanks. The one who sounds like a furry.
Malfurion
that was-
Stormrage.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's real.
Oh, for God's sake.
Ollie?
All right. I'm gonna say Killian.
Is not real. Well
Wow.
done.
Do you think they wouldn't know an Irish name? Because that was what I thought to start with.
We're already on to the final round of the week. I don't want to part with you all. It's been so much fun. But we're going to play Rate Your Stars Right, and I love this game because it gets everyone very frustrated. The judge will choose 18 games, and you have to guess whether or not the next game in the sequence has a higher or lower Metacritic score.
That is shocking.
I know, right? You get 1 point for each game guessed correctly, and you can have a streak going, but as soon as you get it wrong, it's passed on to another player.
Yep, and we always start with whoever's losing, and that's George.
Me. Yeah, I could tell.
All right, the first game in the sequence is Assassin's Creed Origins, which has a Metascore of 81. And you got to tell me whether Axiom Verge is higher or lower.
Higher.
How dare you?
It is higher, though.
How dare you?
Axiom
How
Verge,
dare you
absolute
open with
banger.
that?
Absolute banger. 10
was-
out of 10.
I was
That is
trying.
utterly
Listen,
unbelievable.
listen.
man.
I was trying to
No.
find somewhere to put it in the list where I could go, oh, it's higher, but it's the lowest score.
Unbelievable.
So now
And
we
I
know
was-
everything's above 81. Thanks, Kurt.
Yeah, it's all right. They're all really close. I'm sorry. Phil. I'm sorry.
Follow
It's,
this
81's a
graph.
respectable score, though. It's a good
All right,
score.
you know what? It's all cool, man. Don't worry.
It's
about it.
Metacritic, it's not us. We didn't do it.
Yeah.
Well,
I
Kirk
just
might
won't
have.
be back again.
Yeah, Kurt might have done it.
It's the best Assassin's Creed, other than Black Flag, anyway. So.
Oh, did you see the caveat at the end?
I know. Hey,
Trying to get
listen,
himself
man,
out of it,
I-
but just
I-
digs the hole
I-
deeper.
I'll agree. You know.
Oh,
I'm
no,
a
you don't
Black
have to
Flag
agree with him
fan.
on anything.
Well,
He's good. He's good. Right. Axiom Verge. So is Castlevania Symphony of Night higher or lower?
Oh, gotta be higher.
It is higher.
Second best game of all time. As voted for by us.
Is Metroid Dread higher or lower than that?
Lower.
It is. Is Hollow Knight higher or lower than Metroid Dread?
Higher.
Fucking hell, George. Calm down.
I played lots of Metroidvanias. These are the games I know. We're on games George knows now.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3 higher or lower?
Then, what was there?
Hollow Knight.
Hollow. Lower.
Yep.
bloody
Mhm.
hell.
You might not get a go yet, Boo.
I know.
This is the thing. I don't care if I'm losing because I come into the Metacritic round and I've spent all day having a look through those pages.
This is not worth bragging about.
Nah, I haven't. I just I know games. I know games.
Okay. Is Ori and the Will of the Wisps higher or lower than Xenoblade Chronicles 3?
Lower.
Incorrect.
Oh,
We bomb. See,
What?
Ori again. Don't know that game for shit.
It's a Metroidvania.
it is like
I
one
know
of the
it's a
things.
Metroidvania. It's just one I ain't played.
Bloody hell! Wow.
It's I'm allowed to enjoy a genre and then
Without
me,
playing one of
every
the
single-
best games in it.
Gives me so much hope. Okay.
All right, it's Ollie next then. You're the next lowest score. Is Dead Cells higher or lower than Ori and the Will of the Wisps?
Higher.
Incorrect.
Damn.
We're on
Wow.
to Abu.
Okay.
You got to bring it back now because George has overtaken you. You got to get a streak.
Okay.
Right, we're on Dead Cells. Is Guacamelee higher or lower?
Lower.
It is. Is Kingdom Hearts, the first one, higher or lower than Guacamelee?
Oh, don't do that. I would say Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, sorry. Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow,
sorry.
that
completely
changes
different
things.
question, yeah.
I'd say it's lower.
It is lower.
Yeah.
Okay. Is Sultan Sanctuary higher or lower than Kingdom Hearts 3?
Jesus. I think it's higher.
It is.
Absolute banger. Another banger there. Another Metroidvania that's a banger that I've played.
George, please.
You haven't played Ollie and the Will of the Wisp.
No.
Ori and the Will of the Wisp. I'd love to
Ollie.
play Ollie and the Will of the Wisp.
This is the
actually, to be
Australian
honest.
version.
I would love that.
Upside down.
Oh, wow.
Everyone calls each other a cunt.
That's just this podcast.
We'd have got all the names right if it was Ollie.
Can't remember what one I was on now. Sultan Sanctuary, that's the one.
Yeah.
Is The Messenger higher or lower than that?
I think the Messenger is higher.
You're correct.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is Shadow Complex higher or lower than The Messenger?
Oh, Shadow Complex was what a game. I think that's higher.
You think right. He's on one.
Yeah.
Is Cave
I've lost it
Story
now.
higher or lower than Shadow Complex?
Oh god, I've not heard of Cave Story.
Banger. Absolute banger. Another Metroidvania banger. George
It's not helping, George. I would say it's. I'm gonna say it's lower.
Ah,
Did I end my streak?
you ended your streak.
Oh no!
One of
George-
best games of all
George-
time.
George,
One guy made that. One guy. Incredible.
All right.
you needed a whole team, Abu.
No. The whole team in EA.
Oh no.
Why does Cook do these? He's twisting it.
Honestly, unbelievable.
All right, George. You're on Cave Story. Is
Yeah.
SteamWorld Dig 2 higher or lower?
Lower.
It is lower.
Mm.
Is Blasphemous 2 higher or lower?
Oh, yeah.
Incorrect.
Ooh,
Fucked it.
surprised about that.
Wow.
Yep. On to you, Ollie. Yeah, I mean, you've got no chance of winning, so.
Yeah, I know.
But keep the
Whatever.
streak going so I win, Ollie, okay?
Is Iconoclast higher or lower than Blasphemous 2?
Higher.
It's lower.
It's shit, man.
Me.
Sorry.
Ollie, you're so good at this, mate.
I
should-
know. I'm so good.
I
It's because
shouldn't
he's
just,
Australian.
I shouldn't just
Yeah.
poop on things.
Higher or
but I
lower is
don't
the
like
opposite
that.
to him.
Yeah. He's just got
In
it mixed
Australia,
up.
everybody
Well,
aims
you got it
for
right.
0 out of
Exactly.
100.
You got it right.
All right. Abu. Is World of Warcraft Dragonflight higher or lower than Iconoclast?
Lower.
It is lower. And that takes him straight to the bank.
Tragedy.
Kirk, read off the scores for us.
Ollie has a pathetic 5. George has a respectable 9. And Abu is way out in front with 12 points.
Rigged. Rigged.
I
But
don't know about that,
congratulations,
though.
Abu.
Don't know about that. I got that streak was pretty cool, you know.
That
Yeah,
was
it
a
was
pretty good
pretty
streak.
sick.
And also,
pretty
like,
sick.
you know, even with the extra points on the first question, you'd still been leading by
Yeah.
1 point. So I think that's a legit
Thanks,
win. Legit
guys.
win.
He won by
Real knowledge.
having large adult feet as a child.
And
That's
a
how-
whole team behind him. And
Oh
EA.
my
Yeah,
gosh,
yeah, yeah.
unbelievable. At least I played Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Right, thanks, guys.
Abu, would you like to give us a victory speech, acceptance speech, and also plug your new game?
Absolutely. Thank you for this moment. Most of you know me as well, I know myself as the actor, the director, the most amazing, creative out there. Most people actually do know me as the guy who cried at the Game Awards, but it's okay. I'm more than that, and today proved that. So I'd like to thank George for being a lady, Ollie I'd like to retract that thankful to Ollie, and I'd also like to thank myself. You know, I mean, yeah, Kirk, Dave, you're cool, but like ultimately, thank you. But anyway, about the game. So the game, which I hope, George, you do play, Tales of Kenzera is out. It is a Metroidvania, so please play, George. Metroidvania, it's coming out literally in a few days, which is terrifying.
By the time this podcast's out, by the way, it'll be a month ago.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So you can pick it up right now.
You can get it now. Play it now. No, but it's Tales of Kenzera is out. It's coming on. It's going to be on all platforms, which is really, really cool and exciting. And yeah, it's crazy to think that there's a game out or it's coming out. But thank you very much for allowing me this moment to not only just clear the name that I'm not just that guy who cried at the Game Awards, but also to plug my game.
It's been great having you on. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope your game does really good because it looks
Thank you.
ace.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Or for those listening in the future,
Buy it now. Buy it now.
Buy it now. Buy it now.